What's up, YouTube? This your boy Bigboyfactsjonny. Tonight I'm gonna do my AEW Dynamite review on highlights. You guys new, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. The first hour of AEW Dynamite was a fantastic show. Alright, we're kicking off match card number 1. Rey Fenix versus Matt Jackson. This match was fantastic. It says bell rings and 2 lock up. Shots to the ribs by Fenix, but Matt wrenches the RM. Rey rolls through on the mat to wrench Matt's arm in return. Matt flips it into a snapmare crisp. Drop kick by Fenix. SCU are shown sitting in the crowd. Matt wants a hand lockup and Rey goes for it. Matt kicks him in the gut and piles face. Rey makes him pay with a overhand chop. Fancy springboard arm drag by Fenix. He dives on top of Matt to the outside before doing such several more times. Pac and Nick absorb on. Rey arm bumps with the bastard for going back in the ring. Buzz killer by Rey. Matt rolls on his back to get a 2 count. Matt kicks Rey, Chris laying him against the bottom rope. The two get to their feet. Rey corners Matt. The two chop back and forth on the mat, and Rey goes for a leaping Frankensteiner, but Matt turns it into a stellar sit-out powerbomb. Rey rolls to the outside. Matt piles Rey onto the apron and springboards senton on top of Rey for a 2 count. Double axe handle to the back of Rey, who then stumps and shoves his knee onto the back of Fenix. Rey chops, but Matt turns the momentum of a wheelbarrow into a facebuster down Fenix. Matt goes for a powerbomb, but Rey rolls through. Matt continues that momentum in a sharpshooter. Matt elbows Rey in the back and delivers a shot to the mush of Fenix. A leaping, spinning sabre kick by Rey as he follows that up with a springboard missile drop kick. Rey tries to hoist Matt up, but his back gives out. Rey, however, leaps from the ground to catch Matt with a cutter. Referee Rick Knox begins his 10 count, and the two answer by trading shots. Airplane submission turned into a sit-out buster gets a near fall for Fenix. Matt attempts to suplex Rey onto the entryway, but Rey shakes free. He goes to run the tightrope and to kick Matt, but him moves and catches Rey with a destroyer back into the ring. Matt then apologizes him onto the apron. Knox counts and Rey just answer a 9. Matt leads off with a beautiful off and elbow drop from the top. 1-2 kick out. Matt cracks back on the sharpshooter once more, but Rey crawls and causes Jackson to lose his footing. Rey charged Matt for a drop kick, but his Nick instead, so Matt slide out and super kicks Pac. Back in the ring, the competitors fight it out. Matt hits 2 super kicks, but Rey keeps up with an insecurity. That was amazing. But anyway, the two meet each other face to face and trade some shots. They both super kick one another. The leg, Matt goes for a tombstone power driver, but Rey Fenix reverses it for a thunder driver, and it's good enough for the 1-2-3. It says the winner. It says the winner of the match, Rey Fenix. That match itself was fantastic. All right, let's move on. Match card number 2. We get Cody Rhodes accompanied by R. Anderson versus Seth Gersh. This match was quick. Before the match, Cody leaves in the crowd to hand his weightlift belt to a fan. He enters the bell rings. Cody shows his power by putting Gargis in a power slam. Cody locks in a figure 4 and Gargis submits. The winner of the match, Cody Rhodes. There is a faulty mic and Cody tosses Shawn a fresh one. Tony asks him about his shoulder. Cody doesn't want to talk about that and doesn't even get a chance to, as Penta El Zero interrupts on the mic from the Spanish commentary team. He says a better wrestler than him. If Cody in the Prince of Pro Wrestling, then he's the Lord of Lucha Libre. Penta begins to speak in English. At Revolution, you lost. He then tells Alex to tell Cody it's lucky he didn't hurt his arm even more, or else he wouldn't be able to pick up his newborn baby girl. That fires Cody up, and he runs into the crowd to fight with Penta. Alright, we cut to Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor in the arcade. Taylor wants one more match, as he knows Orange didn't put any coins in the arcade. Orange had an idea with Chuck. Conveys arcade games around the ring, and they put Real and Kip head through all of them. And then we break you at Orange. Alright, let's move on. So we get Tony Schiavone introduced Sting. Sting comes out and calls Darby a dangerous man. He takes risks. A lot of time isn't even calculated. You combine that with Sting, and they get a win. Out comes Lance Archer. He says he's going to take his time. He expressed he doesn't need a ladder match to prove his worth, and says he wants more opportunity. He leaves, and the interview pretty much ends after that. Alright, so we get Ethan Page versus Lee Johnson. This match was pretty good. It says the winner of the match, all ego Ethan Page. Alright, let's move on. So we get Tony Schiavone begins the hype of Christian Cage when Broom Ladies come out before the world champion Kenny Omega appears along with Don Callis. The Good Brothers. Kenny is sporting a festive shirt. Callis has the mic. Callis says you're not going to get to hear from the new sign of AEW because Kenny and the Good Brothers decides to take this time. He says he's standing next to the king of the death match, Kenny Omega. Callis says everything went according to plan. Omega said not everything, and Callis noted the snafu that went down. He is not going to confirm or deny an involvement, but he relished in the idea that he took away from what the fans moment. They took away Mox heroic demise that took away Eddie Kingston's star-making moments. They made them look like a pair of idiots. Kenny is getting goosebumps of the idea of Bret John Moxley in that ring, but at least they embarrassed them. Those were indeed memories created, but out comes an angry Eddie. Collins tries to talk to him. He had him in Impact Wrestling working for him. He saw the talent. He saw the star maker in him. He had to fire him. Why? He did the same thing. He does his whole life. He found a way to screw it up. Just like Sunday when he laid there and they laughed and laughed. They was his moment, and they took it away because Don likes him. He's gonna give him 10 seconds to leave. A countdown clock. Cummins, Kenny, and Don recreated the embarrassing moment for Eddie, who stares on. Kenny continues to antagonize, and Eddie slugs him. The Good Brothers go for the beatdown, but out comes Mox. He and Eddie clear house. A brawl issues. The music hits, and out comes Christian Cage. He stands on stage as Kenny gets to his feet in the ring. Christian enters a square circle. They stand face to face. Kenny goes for a handshake, but Christian doesn't accept. Omega goes for a circle punch, but Christian ducks it and sets him up for the kill switch. Collins drags Kenny to safety, but Christian stands in the ring and grabs the AEW World Title. This is not Christian's time to face Kenny Omega for AEW Championship. It's not his time. So we get match card number 4. Britt Baker versus Maki Ito versus Thunder Rosa and Ryu Mitsunami and Hikaru Shida. Decent 6-woman tag match. The winner of the match, Thunder Rosa, Hikaru Shida, and Ryu Mitsunami. Alright, so we get match card number 5. We get TNT Championship. Scorpio Sky versus Darby Allin. This match was fantastic, but I do love the outcome. The winner of the match is still your TNT champion, Darby Allin. Post-match, Darby Allin passed Sky on the shoulders as a sign of respect, but Scorpio trips him up for a leg lock, and Darby's bad ankle won't let go. The officials come out to break it up as Sky relents his look at his hand and smiles. This was good. The outcome was good. So here we go, the Inner Circle Council in the ring after the break. Jericho says the Inner Circle has been the decline over the last months, but that's an easy remind because of they are so smart. Jericho teased the possibility of the new member. MJF isn't for that, but says maybe it's time to kick someone out. Suddenly out comes Sammy Guevara. This was good. Jericho asks Sammy what he's doing here. Sammy says he knows that Jericho isn't happy with him, but he wants to show him something. He pressed the big screen and it shows MJF backstage with Jake Hager, Santana, and Ortiz conspires to turn on Jericho. It seems down. When Max goes to execute the plan in the ring, to trio turn back on MJF. Jericho reveals that they talk to one another daily. He shows Max down and fires him. Jericho wants to give him an old school Inner Circle beatdown. MJF begs him off and says he doesn't want to take over the Inner Circle because he's way too busy building his own. The lights goes out and we see Rollo, Shawn Spears, and Tully, FTR, Santana, and Ortiz are handcuffed as Rollo drops Jericho hard on his knee. FTR picks SCO up for a power driver as Tully leaps off to drop them on their head. Max then hits Jericho with the dynamite diamond. He stares down at Jericho as Chris is busted open. MJF nails Chris and with his own bat. They carry Jericho to the stage and Rollo powerbombs him off the stage. The new faction stands over him as the show ends. The ending was fantastic. I enjoyed it for what it was. So Jericho is now a babyface. If you guys enjoy my AEW Dynamite review and highlights, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. You guys have a great night. I'll see you guys on my WWE NXT review and highlights. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'm out of here.